when everyone sounds I had and the cable that was hanging out of the back of the speaker. So exciting. I'm Jenny D. How you doing? Sorry, I'm a bit late today. I'm received the meeting and I got a message on my WhatsApp. Make sure. Now I'm trying to find my WhatsApp right on the screen and read that message here. I'm ready. Timer, and I can see. And that's me. Still going. Not what I see what's happening. Oh, that's better. All right. Yeah, that music was meant to be my intro. Every time I stuff this up, I think I'm going to get this right one day. But I'm Danny the Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. If you haven't been keeping up with my channel, I've had some really good moments and I've had some really awkward moments. Right now, my channel is a little bit under attack once again. One of my videos where I fully exposed my quest to find Ryan Jew is actually under attack. YouTube think it's a good idea to block it in certain countries because someone has decided that they're going to do some sort of case against me. Now, it's not my first rodeo. I get this all the time, but boy, does it cause some disruption in my life. Last time I had to sort of basically lay low for about 4 months. My lawyers were saying, be careful what you say because anything you say from now on can be used in evidence against you. Now, I haven't received any paperwork. But last time, it took about 3 weeks before they could figure out where I was to deliver the documents. Now, why would that be happening? Well, the other week, I thought it would be a good idea to publicize Keith Williams' home address. In fact, one of our Avengers turned up with a camera and knocked on his door or rung his bell and tapped on his windowsill, as they say. And since then, I've had 5 videos removed because of copyright, or not copyright, what do you call privacy complaints. So if you're a scammer and you've stolen millions of dollars from people, you can go to YouTube and say, hey, YouTube, help me out here. This guy's trying to expose me. And apparently you're not allowed to put people's home addresses on the internet. Well, that's the sort of stuff I do, and that's the sort of stuff I don't want to stop doing. So a few days ago, I sort of urged people, if you want to support me and my channel, there's a few things that you can do that I'd be greatly appreciative for. Now, this is my mug on the internet right now. I've got 5 people in my chat room, and Susie Steal, how do you know when I go live to be in the chat room before I even go live? Are you sitting there with your finger on my YouTube channel waiting to go live? You are so supportive. A couple of things that you can do. You could join as a member of my YouTube channel. You click the join button, which is over at the top here. And I think there's a video here.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Oh, there we go. So you can join that for $1 a month, and that means that you will get a wee star beside your name. That's all you're going to get because I'm very busy at the moment creating videos and doing lives. I don't have much time to actually look after my members. There's room for improvement, but I would like a lot of more time. And I basically spend 70 or 80 hours of my working week doing YouTube videos and searching for information to provide you warnings and create public awareness. That's what my channel is all about. The other thing which I'm really excited about is I've had some awesome people join as members on the link Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. Now, to get to my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee thing, you can go to my website, or you can simply go to the About Us section, which is on the homepage of my website, and you click Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. And in here, you can actually join for as little as $1 a month as well. And this is a different platform than YouTube, or you can join up as a silver, gold membership, or I've had 3 people this week join up as platinum members. And thank you so much. It really makes a huge difference. Or you can just simply grab me a cup of coffee. $5 might not make much difference to you, but it does make a huge difference to me, and it helps keeps the roll going. Now, the other services, which I haven't got on the screen, I'll go back to that. I didn't click the right button. See, I'm still learning how to do this. I'll go back to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. If you go to the homepage of Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, as I just said, you can buy memberships for $1, $5 and $10 a month, and also $49 you can get yourself a lifetime membership. And I really appreciate the support. But do read the comments from other people. Yesterday I read out a comment from a lady who had invested $128,000, and she was in the process of hiring two crypto recovery companies. She thought at least one of them might get it right, and I reached out to her. Now we're chatting. Her name's Wendy. She's lovely. She's invested all her superannuation money into these Ponzi schemes, and now she's trying to use another system. So I did a video yesterday on different types of crypto scams. It's only a 30-minute long video. I know what you're saying, guys. 30 minutes from Danny on the video doesn't last, because most of my streams can go from an hour up to 5 hours. Now, today I am working, so this is only going to be a short video, an hour and a half long. So this is a more shorter live that I do. But do read the comments on the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee app. And also, if you are thinking about investing in anything, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not really going to give you any investment advice. In fact, I definitely 100% are never going to tell you what to invest in. However, there is a crypto coin at the moment that I've five times my money at the moment. That was really exciting. But you can pry that out to me if you want. Others people are talking about it. So I'm not against crypto. I don't have any wealth in my name whatsoever. Last year I got sued. Somebody was trying to sue me for $3.8 million in the New Zealand High Court. And it cost me $36,000 to defend myself. The judge, after they filed a discontinuance, and I know my regulars have heard the story many times, but they did file a discontinuance an hour and a half before the High Court judge actually dove into the case. And long story short, they were just trying to gag me and stop me from producing videos, naming and shaming people. But they have more money than a bull can shit, these scammers, and they're using your money that you've given them to go after people like me who are just simply trying to create awareness. So the only way I can fight back is by spending a lot of time doing videos. That particular case actually cost me about $8,500 personally, and I'm now paying $15 a week back to legal aid here in New Zealand. And would you believe, after the judge awarded me my costs, he only awarded about 90% of the costs, because they said my hotshot lawyers that normally charge $800 an hour, who were working for $200 an hour, that they spent too much time defending ourselves against the $3.8 million defamation case. That they spent too much time, so they only awarded $27,500 of the $36,600 that we actually spent. So that means that the deficit. Now then, legal aid come back to me and they go, "Hey Danny, where does this scammer live? We would like to send him the bill for the $27,500. Can you believe it?" So you can drag somebody through the New Zealand High Court and not know where the person in America who was trying to do the defamation case against me actually lives to recover the money. That's how crooked the system is, and this is why I do what I do. So there's a couple of extra things you can do on the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee thing. You can look at my post. I try to do blogs every now and again. That's sort of my way of saying thanks for supporting me. Here's some good reading. And I've interviewed some really neat people on my podcast and also on my YouTube channel. So if you want to be interviewed and you've got a good story to tell, as long as you're not trying to pout something like a Ponzi scheme. And the other one, just yesterday, I had somebody, or actually 4 days ago, reach out to me telling me that they have invested $18,000 in Luna One, which was ironically the same guy that tried to sue me for $3.8 million in the New Zealand High Court, blah, blah, blah. And he spent $18,000. If you're about to spend any money on a big investment opportunity and you want somebody to identify some red flags, that's where I come in. You can book an express chat with me for $100. And I'll give you 20 minutes of my time, and I'll go into it and I'll try to find as many red flags as possible. I'll never give you investment advice, but I will point out some of the dangers that I see just looking at it on the cover. And the other thing you can do, if you've got anything that you're trying to promote, I actually am a website developer. And I can help people build their personal brands. So go to deheck.com, right? And you'll see that my personal brand is pretty strong out there. In fact, search for Danny DeHeck, see how good my personal brand is. And you can see the services that I offer on my website. I have about 1,000 blogs. I teach people how I create my living. I actually do drop shipping at the moment. I'm not against side hustles and all that sort of stuff, but I like to be ethical and I like to do things properly. So I actually have drop shipping shops where I actually help people set them up. And I also teach people how to do drop shipping. And I'm not one of these, I'm not rich, I'm not wealthy. So that's different ways that you can support me. And the other one, I have a wish list. I'm currently going backwards financially. I've been doing this for 2 years. And one of my wish lists is to get myself a new computer, because this laptop over here has got smoke coming out the back of it. And I want to keep doing this. I wanted to be a full-time YouTuber. So that's the rant for today. However, what I wanted to show you is my picture. And this is a message I got from someone. I'm just going to make my life easier and just go to Canva, where I just created the thumbnail for the meeting that you're about to look at. And hopefully I'll be able to open that up and you'll get a decent look at this picture. This is my picture. Thank you very much. I don't know what your name is, but it says YouTuber. Appreciate your efforts and expose these Ponzi scheme. I know people do, and I really appreciate the support I get, especially in the chat room from my different followers. Sometimes we've had up to 40 people in the chat room. It's quite exciting. This is a photo I actually took in India about 4 weeks, or maybe 5 years ago now, just before COVID. And I loved traveling to India. In fact, I'll tell you, when I was in my 30s, I did a world trip. And I went to 25 countries in 4.5 months. I just love photography. I'm a street photographer. That's what I do for my hobby. I love going out with a wee camera that I've got right there. It's got a prime lens on it. I have to get up close. I don't use Zoom. My partner is a professional photographer. She edits all my photos for me. And I've actually got some amazing photos. One of the most fun journeys I actually went to was actually when I went to Bangladesh, India, and China. And I got some awesome photos. This is one of the photos I went through this morning just before I went live. And I really wanted to sort of capture the Indian people, the guy on the tuk-tuk, or rickshaw, as they call them. In India, in China, a lot of these rickshaws actually had electric motors. And then when I went to India, I found that quite a few of them actually had retrofitted their tuk-tuks and their rickshaws with electric engines, which looked like they were secondhand ones from India, ironically. But when I went to Bangladesh, it was new level of poverty, and there was very few electric rickshaws. But most of these people actually rent their rickshaws, and they actually spend all day coming in from the outskirts of the city and then hire to transport people around. And it's quite a hoot. I actually got a TikTok video that's had 250,000 people look at it, where 2 rickshaw drivers actually had a collision and they were having a fight, and it was quite cool. In fact, I'm going to show you that because I just can't help myself. Now, if you do want to go to my website, you go along the top of my website, you'll see all my social media links along the top of my website. And one is called TikTok. And if you go to TikTok or TokTik, you will see that I've actually got 3,000 followers, 22,000 likes. And I was just chatting to a New Zealander who might be listening to us right now, who was actually on Julie's live. And Susie sent me the video. You spend too much time on the internet. But anyway, I hopefully might get him on his show, because he's had dealings with multi-level marketings. But this one here, a bit of a hoot, is 2 TikTokers. Sorry, not 2 TikTokers. 2 rickshaw. Even an act crash. That is not the way you drive your rickshaw. And I thought it was quite funny in a way, because I actually thought they were actually quite polite. I mean, imagine in the Western world, that's us, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And in the Western world, 2 people, that would have been more of a fisticuff. But here they were having an argument. They were sort of trying nicely. I mean, the Indian people, and this was actually Bangladesh, this one here. I don't know what they were actually saying. But I must say the English people, the Bangladesh, India, and was amazing, because I went and traveled 25 countries in 4.5 months, and I went across each country. I literally had just a day bag. I always travel with just a day bag, 7 kg day bag, where I don't have to check in any luggage. I carry a laptop and the camera I'm talking to you guys on at the moment. And what I found about when I went to India, I found it so hard traveling India, and it's a real struggle. Even if you go to a flash airport, as soon as you get out, you get on a train, it's just it's stuck back in time. It's like the 1930s. But the people and the culture wanted me to go back to India more than anything. And I sort of like did never want to go back to India. I found it so hard. It was exhausting. And then the only country I really wanted to go back to was India. So I went back there when I turned 50. I went on a 54 now, so it must have been 4 years ago. I went on a trip to 3 countries I sort of wanted to catch up with. And I'm so glad I went to Bangladesh. And one day I'll go through and show you my photos of me in Bangladesh. And in fact, if you are actually on my website, you can actually go to, what do you call that thing? What did you call it? I forgot what you called it actually. Flickr. And you can actually see some of the photos that I've actually taken. Varanasi. I mean, I went, and there's a reason why I'm telling you this. I'm not just doing a rant, but I finished up going to it was sort of like a conference of some sort, and there must have been about 15,000, 20,000 people there. And I went there and they were setting it up in the morning, and they said, "Oh no, you don't want to be here, mate, because last time we had this conference, it was in New Delhi, and it's turned into a riot, and 25 people got killed." And I went, "Whoa!" And they said, so they put me on a TikTok and sent me back to the other end of the city where I was safer, and that's how lovely Indian people are. And then I thought, oh, stuff, I don't want to go back there. So I went back in there and I got stopped 3 times going into this area where they had, and what was happening is, I'm just going to put this on a better screen. What was actually happening is they had the police chief, and this was the home of Gandhi, and they had the police chief that caused the riot actually come along as a speaker. So they had about 10 people on the stage who were all ready to talk, and there was about 30 people who seemed to be VIPs, not VIP fives, but VIPs that were sitting on the stage. And they had it was the most unusual thing I've actually been to. They had about 3 drones in the air filming the speaker, hovering above the audience. India have all the technology to go with it. And here I am as a tourist with my backpack on, and I had a doll, which is a different story, on the back of it, which I picked up in China. And I'm just looking like the odd fella out. And I'm squeezed in, and they've got people who've got signs, and they want to protest, and they want to drop these signs. So they're holding them in their hands sort of down low, and you can see that this is about to explode. I was there for an hour and a half, and the police chief came out, and it sort of got to the stage where I thought, I got to go. So here I am trying to walk out of this sort of about to turn into what could have been a riot. They had about 400 policemen all geared up in riot gear around the place. As I walked in there, here I am with a camera and a laptop looking like a reporter. And the first guy goes, no, you're not allowed in here. And I go, I just want to have a wee look, And he goes, no, you're not allowed in here. And I said, oh, please. He goes, okay, go talk to that guy. And I go talk to that guy. And then I've got the head policeman who's in charge of the whole event. He goes, where are you from? What do you want to do? Are you a journalist? I go, no, I'm just a tourist having a look, let's have a look around. So here I am cruising into this place. I get my way in there. And then I've got a wee mini camera I'm holding up. I haven't got it on my desk, but I've got this handheld camera, which I'll show you. I can find it. No, I can't find it, but that's the tripod for it. But it's a mini DJI. It's literally the same size as something like that, and you can hold it in your hand, and you basically get 4K filming like that. So it was quite cool. But anyway, here I am filming this thing, and then I went to leave, and then everyone says, "Oh, look, there's the white guy. Let's get a photo with him." So I'm literally got like 15 people around me asking me to hold up the Indian flag, and I sometimes I just didn't know how I actually managed to get that. I went to Varanasi as well, and you can see the photos in New Delhi. Some of these are China and Bangladesh all mixed in together, but you get the idea. This is Cambodia. I've hitchhiked through the Middle East before. I just love traveling, and that's something I'm really missing at the moment. That's probably my favorite photo of all time. This is actually on a bus, 60 miles an hour, overtaking people around corners, and here's a kid sitting on his dad's knee, just like it's just every day in the office. Sri Lanka, been to Sri Lanka, Petra, done it. I've even taken that photo in America with the flag at half mast when they had the coal bombing. That was before September 11. That got quite well known, that photos. But hey, if you have a look at my photos, you'll kind of get what I'm doing. But that's not the purpose of the video today. I'm getting a bit carried away, not like me at all. But this photo here basically is my representation. I got this message from a guy, and I'm going to actually read it to you because I think it's quite important to listen to this. This is from a guy, which you'll hear his name. Listen to this.
Hi dear sir, this is Dr. Ram from Mumbai, India. Joined your live chat program on YouTube against Ponzi schemes. I really appreciate your efforts towards the innocent community. I need your support as well to stop the fraud of We Are All Satoshi in India. Kindly suggest how to stop this Ponzi in India because they are now growing in India on a huge scale. Can say they're attacking the Indian community. Let's connect. Regards.
Yeah, so that's kind of like my big worry at the moment. I've been saying that. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. And we had 950 people in a Zoom meeting of We Are All Satoshi. And We Are All Satoshi have obviously got a product that they believe is real and genuine. And we've actually proven that it is not a real product. In fact, we've actually proved that these guys are actually trying to fool people out of their money by providing them an arbitrage trading platform where people think that they are actually trading. And the problem I'm having, guys, is hello to everyone in the room. Hi, Dee. The sound is a bit off. Oh, is it? I haven't done anything. What have I done? Is it better now? You said it's better, so it's good. Just a notification. YouTube with a bell. Just get notification. Oh, I see. So if you want to get notified when I go live, go to my YouTube channel. So for example, here's a YouTube channel here. You can subscribe and you can click the bell and the bell will notify you whenever I go live. And I obviously do that for We Are All Satoshi. But if you go into We Are All Satoshi's, we've had a lot of success lately. So if you go into their videos, you can see 8 days ago was the last time they actually uploaded a video, which means that we have actually caused so much disruption. We've actually had the Zoom meetings banned, removed, and every time you get that error 1001, 1001, that means that the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and the Avengers have actually reported their YouTube channel and got it removed by YouTube. And soon we will actually have that probably pop up on the screen, and I will stop and we will report it in real time. But in the meantime, these guys used to broadcast their meetings live onto their live. So if you go into their live section, you can see it's been 3 weeks ago since they've actually managed to do any live broadcasting. And it's just amazing. And they had 2,100 views on their channel. Now, the problem is they are literally getting traction in India. Now, you don't see 950 people in a Zoom meeting unless someone in a big community in India has actually got some traction there. So we really need to work hard. We need to work fast. And I've just had a message in here saying, thanks for awareness of India community. And as I said, I am one of the biggest fans of Indians in the community. I love India. I think it's the most awesomest country I've ever traveled. So, I mean, what can we do to actually create awareness for the Indian communities? Because we had a young fella on here the other day, and they basically were telling us, just invest only $500 and don't invest the whole 9 yards. I'm actually going to see if I can actually bring this up because it's actually quite a good video. But he was basically believing everything that comes out of these people's mouths, which really is quite alarming. So I'll just see if I can bring up that video. I think it was actually one of the videos that they're actually trying to get removed at the moment. So they've actually taken down the video of my live. And the video I'm actually talking about is actually Hyper One, this video here. And that is actually the gate and the address of Keith Williams' house. That is actually the house of Keith, £3 million mansion. So that house there was all bought with scammer money, and that is the home of Keith Williams at the moment, even though I've heard that he's not there. So we've obviously got other things. We've actually showed historical videos of Shavis Amwar promoting Hyper One. And the claims that he's made with his association with We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang is that he's a tech provider that doesn't like to be in front of the camera. But here we are, we provided evidence that this guy's lying, and he's been promoting opportunities created by Sam Lee. Now, Sam Lee is currently got charges against him from the state of America. The whole of America is after Sam Lee, the guy that created We Are All Satoshi, who claims to have created We Are All Satoshi. So it just absolutely pisses me off. But anyway, this video here, I think if you go down to my videos, I know they're long-winded, but I actually do timestamp them. And you can actually, I'll just make this a little bit bigger. You can actually timestamp things. You'll see I've actually spent some of my time, if I have time, I'd put the important timestamps in here. And if you go down to the bottom of there, you'll see that I make them called View All. And if you click on Default View, you can actually have the luxury of having them come up on the side here. So what we do is, this guy here is an Indian guy, and he popped into our live stream, which I haven't actually. If you want to, anyone wants to pop into this and be on stage with me right now, all you need to do is click on the link that pops up in the chat room, and in here you can see a young guy. Let's see if that works better. Is that working better? Now this is shocking, but the sound was bad for about 40 seconds. But this guy here was telling us, that he'd only been involved in We Are All Satoshi's Boomerang for about a week, hadn't done the due diligence, didn't know any of the history of Sam Lee, didn't know about who Chavez was, but his community leader had introduced him into it. So he thought it was wise to buy a $500 investment, he said, because he's been involved in crypto for 6 years, and he knows all about it, and the arbitrage trading is something he's interested in. He said, but only invest $500. $500 is actually the low-hanging fruit they're going after. But if everyone in India just throws $500 at it, it just makes me sick. Now, why does it make me sick? Well, we're the ones that are following the money. We're the ones that have gone through, and I say we, but there's a team of Avengers, especially Crypto G and Susie Steal. They've actually gone and found the Boom controller wallets, and we've actually proven. I don't even know how to make people more aware of this. So if I put this link in the chat room, please copy it and save it and bookmark it. But here's the link to all the money that they're actually fooling people. So 27 seconds ago, somebody got paid $1.17 into their MetaMask wallet, thinking it was coming from Arbitrage Trading. If I go down here, you can see there's hundreds and hundreds of transactions. Now, what they're doing is they're giving people an opportunity to buy a license from $500 up to $10,000. If I bought a $10,000 license, I would get $50,000 worth of flash loan money to play with on what they call arbitrage trading. If you work like a beaver and work your butt off, I have seen one person get over $800 from $50,000 worth of arbitrage trading. It would just so happen to be one of the trainers who seems to be getting 4% return on his trades, which is ridiculous because it doesn't even add up to anything I've ever seen on the front page of Boomerang, which is another thing in itself. But let's stay focused on the $10,000. So if you get $10,000 and you invest it, on the 1st of March, they're going to release all the flash loan money and you can go to town. Now, if you work like a beaver, just like I've seen, potentially you could get $45,000 back. That sounds really appealing. Give them $10,000, work like a beaver doing arbitrage trading. You can't do big trades. You can only do trades that we see as between $100 and $200. That's it. Even though somebody would think, well, why don't you just go in there with the whole 3 million arbitrage money and just make instant money? You have to do all these small, stupid transactions. And it's all just making you guys feel like you're doing something for your money. So long story short, your $10,000, the most you're ever going to get back is $800. That $800 that comes back to you is coming back to you into your MetaMask wallet, which is really basically getting your money back. Because of that alone, this is the success to this scam. Because you have seen that they're giving you some of your money back now. Why won't they give me the money back on the 1st of March? Now, things change on a daily basis with anything to do with Boomerang. And at the moment, just a couple of days ago, Chavez announced that he's now making it public. He reckons he's going to register this in America. Oh, my God. This is just carrots, giving people hope that this is going to be a true and genuine platform. How can a program that is this wallet address that you're looking at here is the Boom Fund Controller for WAAS, which is We Are All Satoshi. Chavez claims that he is going to register this in America. The company that is behind it is We Are All Satoshi, the same company that Sam Lee started. Why would America let a company like this register when they have an arrest warrant out for Sam Lee
for serious fraud in connection to Hypertech Group and Hyperfund. It's just ridiculous for him to even say that. But because the communities are seeing the money in their MetaMask wallet, they don't care to think, how can I research this? Well, we've done the hard lifting, the heavy lifting for you, and we've literally researched it. So there is videos, and I will drop one in a minute. But this is how it works. If you're looking at this here, once again, I'll have to make this bigger. In here, you can see that somebody has used $100 worth of flash loan money. And over here, they've gone and bought something worth $100. And they've bought it high and theoretically sold it low. Now, I don't know about you guys, but so this little transaction here, I presume it doesn't even make sense. See, this one here, the highest money I can see is 105. And the lowest money I can see is 48 cents. So 48 cents is 12 cents, 17 cents. Am I missing something here? But there's not $1.17 worth of profit in here. So even the sums don't add up right. This is not correct money. But if you look at it, the Boom Fund Controller, which is the wallet that is paying people the rewards they think they're getting from arbitrage, is not connected to arbitrage trading. I don't know what's happening to the money in the arbitrage trading. I mean, are you telling me that there's platforms out there that have big chunks of money? And if you were going to borrow $100 of flash loan money, why wouldn't you borrow $100,000 worth of flash loan money and make $1,017? It's all governed. It's like when you're driving those little go-karts around the go track and you put your foot flat to the floor and think the further down the pedal to the metal, the faster the vehicle. But the guy that's in charge of the mechanics has governed down the engine to only go to a certain amount of revs. And that's exactly here. So what they're doing is they're feeding back your own money back to you to give you a false sense of security. And I really can't sort of make it any more simpler than that, other than walking up to the Indian community, grabbing somebody and giving them a big Danny hug and say, listen here, mate, do not give Boomerang any of your money. It's a scam. And then I have to spend an hour and a half of my life explaining who I am, what I'm all about, what I'm trying to do, how I'm trying to warn you, my experience in the Ponzi scheme scam area. I've been doing this for 2 years, my friend. 2 years of my life I've dedicated to going after these people and fighting after these Ponzi schemes. I've been in the New York Times. I thought I was going to be rich and famous. I got 1,000 new subscribers to my YouTube channel in a couple of weeks from being in the New York Times. I've helped the Guardian newspaper with information so they can publish articles. 11 articles, 12 articles have been published in the Guardian newspaper in the last 6 to 8 weeks. And that is all from what's happening right now. So this is like having a barbecue and the food is just about cooked. This is where they're going to get traction, or we can create as much awareness about Boomerang and telling people this is a scam. They aren't letting people answer questions. They don't have any real phone numbers that you can ring. In fact, if we go back to what we're just looking at here, if I go to the bridge. Now, why are they pushing something that is a scam? It's because the multi-level marketing side of it. If I decide that I'm going to promote it and I go up to Johnny down the road and I go, Danny doesn't know what he's talking about, Johnny. This is true and genuine arbitrage trading because I have got proof because it's in my MetaMask wallet. Then Johnny's going, oh, what's Danny doing it for? Well, he's a YouTuber and he's doing it because he wants clicks. Well, I get about $300 to $500 a month from my YouTube channel. And I can show you that in a second to prove that. But I'm not doing this for any other reason other than trying to, you cannot spend 70 or 80 hours of your living life a week trying to create awareness, hoping that you're going to make it back big on $500 worth of money coming in a month when you are. And that's why, so this is the bridge. This is where the money goes. So anyone that gets paid anything in the back end of We Are All Satoshi, basically there's a bridge that's been broken. So how long has this bridge been broken? So 55 days ago was, even then, no one was able to get any money out. But 55 days ago, if you have a look at this here, was the last time anyone got any money out of We Are All Satoshi. Okay, so why are people still promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam where no one is getting paid? That's because if you go and sell a $10,000 boomerang package to somebody, the commission of 10% is getting paid, I don't know how, but in another way other than this bridge. So the 40 people that are paid to promote this scam are actually literally getting paid for just promoting it. So when it all falls over, they're going to say, well, I thought it was real and genuine and they know better. Zoom reported. Right. So let's get into this. So what we're going to do here, guys, is if you can help me, Susie's been so kind. I have a Zoom link called Zoom, and this is where the rubber meets the road. So what I need to do is we need to find the Zoom meeting. I'm just going to post something. So we've got a Zoom number. Is it a new number again? I think it is. It doesn't ring a bell. No, I think it is a new number. So that's really cool. So it seems like the old number got kicked. So what I'm going to do in a minute is, if I get this right, we're going to have a commercial break. And what you need to do is you need to go to Zoom. Right. So I just want to get this code before I press send. Right. So in a minute, you'll have the code pop up on your screen. I'm going to go back to and we will tune into this if I get my A into G real quickly. I'm just updating some of my normal correspondence. There is a new Zoom link, and this is really good. That means we've had the last one done. So what you do is you'll see that I've just posted 2 new things. Hold it. Is a new Zoom number. It is excellent. So 2 new things. Their token price is going down, which is fantastic, which means that people are disconnecting their nodes, are losing faith in the system. But every day, Susie comes along and posts that it's going down, it's going down. Hey, so if you want to do a complaint, I've sent you the link. You go to this page here, and if everyone did this, Zoom don't police their own platform. They rely on the public to do so. And I have got my Zoom accounts have all been banned bar one. And that's because I put up the payslip of KL Miller, and he complained, well, they all complained, and they managed to get me to lose my Zoom accounts because I broke their terms and conditions. So it's asking, so they are breaking their terms and conditions as well because they're promoting multi-level marketing. So if you want to help me stop it, you need to help me fill out these forms, and we'll get these guys taken down. So what I've done, I've prepared a standard letter. Now, the link and the information I just sent you in the chat room, you can just copy and paste the article that's hosted on the government website. And just because I'm going to go the extra mile today, and I really am trying to, is the government PDF I've sent you the link of in this chat room right now is to this document, the state of California, where they've told that WAAS Satoshi is a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, basically. In there, I have some other documents that I attach. You don't need to do this, but every time I report lately, it takes about 12 hours to get their Zoom meeting removed, and they are finding it more and more difficult, which is really exciting. So I have a couple of documents. The first one is about Grace Zumba, which is a judge that runs the meeting, who's been disgraced publicly and been on Eyewitness News. And I don't know why the hell she hasn't been locked up, but you can't lock a judge up. But she's no longer a judge. It didn't get re-voted in. So now what you do is So what I'm doing is I've attached 2 documents here. I've posted information I have on file. I've attached 2 Word documents. I'm telling people I'm not a robot. And now I'll say send the code, and the code that will come through. And this is all you need to do, report it. Yesterday I reported it twice because I have 2 different accounts. You'll get an email and you'll have a number, and it is 387180. Okay, that's nothing for you. That's just my number. I'm just reading it out loud. I just did the wrong number then. Okay, so that's me. I've reported the Zoom. Now, hopefully in a few minutes, when I get my A into G, I will, first of all, I want to show you guys some stuff. No, I won't, because I can't show you that. I'm a bit flustered at the moment. So what I'm trying to do today, Zoom link reported. Oh, awesome, man. Thank you so much. That's so cool. I mean, I love it when the group gets together and does stuff like that. So I'm going to get ready for the meeting. You guys can just sit here and listen. But what I could do potentially is play Rob's live, which I was watching last night. There's lots of other YouTubers doing their thing to create as much awareness as possible. I did actually fall asleep to this meeting of Rob's last night. I was trying to stay awake, but I was actually so shattered. So I'll just put...
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm just trying to work. There we are. there we are. You know, you get set for these lies and everything,
That's
then
right.
just goes a million miles an hour. And of course, you know, your green screen stuff.
So we'll just let Rob play while I'm getting ready for the meeting, just so we can get in there. And also, have you got any ideas on how to help the Indian community? If we want to have any of these leaders who are running these Indian communities, and you reach out to them and say that Danny DeHet would like to have them on the show and just give them some education. There is one other thing I must do before we do that, and that is if you go to my YouTube channel, which is here, and you scroll down, you'll see I actually have links to other YouTubers. I did used to link Rob's videos, but Rob keeps changing his mind and taking his videos off and on like hot scones, because he's worried he's going to get sued like I always do, which does happen. So I haven't got Rob's channel, but if you search for Rob Worley, you'll find him easy enough. But there is a video here that shows that every Indian community really should be shown this video of Crypto G's. And I'll just put that link in the chat room.
Which we have been told will promise even higher
And
profit margins than
this
the
was
original
absolutely
smart
shows you that the
contracts
whole
which
lot
we
is a
have.
scam and it's not real. Anyone in their right mind watch that video would actually agree with that. So let's just carry on with Rob while I'm getting ready for the Zoom meeting. 1 second, call it.
Starts playing up, but never mind. Thank you for coming. We're going to get straight on with the show. We've got a lot to get through. This is basically going to be me asking a hell of a lot of questions out loud. And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat room. If you've got any, you can ask any questions at all. You make any statements at all. This is your show as much as it is mine. Thank you to Danny, who's already here in the chat room by the looks of it. So let's get on with the show. Hopefully the audio of this video will play okay. I'm going to interrupt it every now and again. Just going to flick through the screens, but we won't be using that one, will we?
Get rid of that crackle that you've got there, Robin. You know how to do it.
Absolutely terrible, but we'll work that out later, because here we are. So let's get on with the show. This is a presentation. Hello, JB Coder. This is a presentation from this morning on the UK Prime. So let's get on with the show without any further ado. The audio is a bit cracked for the first 30 seconds. My apologies in advance.
ARE ALL SATOSHI has quite a number of products, or a number of products within its portfolio. The first of those is the BTCC.
I can't believe Joe
BTC
is actually doing these presentations still. She's an Australian lady. She must be sweating like a rapist at the moment because of the
he has brought that.
what's happening in Australia in regards to these Ponzi schemes
Quite a number of
promoting.
years, he's brought that to the affiliate marketing world to enable the participants with that to actually.
I'll tell you what I'm actually going to do. I am going to take a little bit of time here just to get this sorted here, because the screens at the back aren't showing exactly how they're supposed to. And I want to make sure that I do actually have some proper...
I must say, I mean, Rob and I have really helped each other out a lot. He's an absolutely awesome mate of mine. He's one of my best mates. And not just because we share the same stuff. Rob's a professional speaker. He's one of the best speakers. In fact, he is the best speaker I know. I always watch him with awe and vigor and vim, if you want to say that. But he's also a stutterer. And when the first time I ever heard Rob talk, probably 10 years ago now, it was at a Rotary meeting. And he was talking about how he overcome, or how he manages his stutter. You would never know Rob. If you ever watch Rob's YouTube channel, I mean, one thing you can do, I will actually put the link to his video in the chat room now, and you can watch this. But make sure you do subscribe to his channel. He's struggling to get members out there. Not many people searching for information about being a public speaker when they're learning how to overcome the stuttering. So he's done a bloody good job. And also, he stutters and I'm dyslexic. So we make a good team. He's a brilliant reader, a great mathematician, and he does some really, I call him a crypto sage of critical thinking. He really analyzes it. And a lot of the people that are in this chat room right now really are people who are out there coming up with strategies. I had a guy that hired me yesterday to just ask some questions about things. And I can see that these guys, doing the Excel sheets and they're researching the data and the crunching stuff way over my pay scale. But I mean, there's a lot of real clever people in here. I mean, Susie Steal, she downloads Excel sheets and looks for inconsistencies. I mean, just now, Susie Steal has said a comment that's pretty breathtaking. Lots of random transactions moving out from the Boomerang subscription wallet in the last week. I'll get a breakdown and share the details here. Oh my God, Susie, go get a life. I mean, some of these people dedicate so much of their time looking for patterns of abnormalities, and then they share them in here in a message. And we get the greedy stuff where we just get to read the results. Rob's the same. I'm not going to play all Rob's video. In fact, I've got 7 minutes to see if I can get myself into the Zoom meeting so you can listen to it. And I need to bring it up on the screen at the same time. But I'm just saying I've got a massive network of people and we're all support each other. I'm trying to make a full-time living out of this. I'm not doing very well at the moment financially with it, but I do ask people to support people in the channel. You can support us by sharing our videos. We just want to create awareness. I mean, we will get good things happen to good people. I believe every single person in my chat room here are good people trying to help other people understand the things that are going on in the crypto world at the moment. You know, I think 75 or 78% of all platforms and all opportunities out there with crypto have been labeled as scams, not by me, but by other people. So, you know, this tells you there's very few opportunities, genuine opportunities out there. Don't get bitten. Don't get bitten. Don't say you didn't get warned. You have a social sense of, you have to actually listen to people like us. You have to actually come on to into our meetings and ask questions, because if you don't, then you can't fall back on anything except your own. Not doing your, I hate the word due diligence, because they always say make sure you do your own due diligence, a lot of these scams, and then they provide you a list of due diligence. We watched a video, I'm getting distracted here a little bit, yesterday from the Senate of Australia, and the lady was saying, the guy was asking the lady from Essex, the top lady, which I've emailed, her name was Sarah, whether the company that was registered in Australia had a license to do crypto trading, and she said it was unlicensed. So even though this company was registered as an official company in Australia, the services that they were providing were unlicensed. So, you know, here they were sharing out due diligence, showing people that they were registered companies in Australia, which meant nothing. It's just absolutely amazing. So here they are. We're a registered company in Australia. Oh, must be real and genuine. But then Essex look at the information and they go, but they weren't licensed to do what they were claiming they were doing. And they go, no. So it's just, but this is what I'm saying. Just because a company's registered and licensed doesn't mean it's real and authentic and ethical, you know.
Oh, this is going to be more awkward than I thought. So basically, they're starting off by talking about the products that WAAS All Satoshi has, and that they include basically BTCC and of course Boomerang. But Boomerang is a really interesting product, isn't it? Because it's actually not WAAS All Satoshis, yet they say it is. So anyway, let's cross over.
Mine and then
it's still coming from your laptop speaker, Rob.
And be
I can
part
tell.
of a wonderful ecosystem.
And I know why, and I'll come around and I'll
done
fix it for you, maybe
collaboration with
tonight.
the Boomerang team,
What have we got?
and brought that and made sure that he's been able to bring that also to WAAS All Satoshi and make it available to
I'm trying to think what I need to do here.
Members
Right.
there. So his beautiful foresight, his wonderful brain has just brought so many different opportunities, and he's going
when I
to
hear these people
continue
speak,
to
I
bring
just think,
many
oh, you're lying,
opportunities
you're
our way.
lying, you're lying.
With that, we're
Right
going to be
here.
able to secure liquidity, ensure our sustainability, and we're going to do that with WAAS All Satoshi. So let's have a look at some of those products that I did just mention. So the first of the products we have are
What
our
we're about to do,
COD20
guys, is just gate crash a meeting that
We're
might
going
have
to
already
apply
been
those on the WAAS All Satoshi
crashed.
platform,
And it's
and then
reason I
with
don't like that
those
crashing,
we
because
will
it's just
mine
repeating the same shit
Bitcoin
every day.
Code or BTCC for 140 years.
And
Now,
I'll
to do that,
set up a few windows.
It's actually great that they think we're going to be around for 140 years to mine. So this is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, I reckon.
One of the things that I want to start by saying, when they talk about these miners, they're going to be talking about how much they cost.
Hey, Rob.
And of course, the 1X is $50 you can buy it. Sorry for the crackling, by the way. never really work out what's going on there.
I know how to
I'll
fix
work
that,
it out
Rob.
tomorrow. The 10x miner, equivalent to 10 miners, is $500, and the 100x was $5,000. But of course,
All right, so we're just connecting into the meeting. I just need to run a few things, hopefully, and I'll be able to bring up the screen. So we're all ready to rock and roll on one screen, but I need them to access, get the meeting live. If we have 100,
you can
a whole lot of people in here. What part have we got here in there, Rob? That's quite cool. Hi, Danny. Love the puzzles and mystery. Do you? Good on you. Yeah, I'll fix that. You need to set. I sent you a screenshot a few weeks ago on how to fix that one, Rob. What else we got here? Yeah, puzzles. Hi, Rob. Good morning, Susie. Here we go. So now I need to
Play, Joe.
Yep, I'm doing it right now. I've got to share.
done. All right, so we've got that going. Share screen, present screen, entire screen. Okay, so this is the We Are All Satoshi meeting.
Sound?
And we currently have 65 people.
There's no
in the room,
sound.
and we have the
That's very odd.
the group chat is open, I think. And we are laughing. So let's see what we got here. So Joe is a guy that must know this is a scam.
Sorry, I don't know why there's no sound. I'm just clicking the thing.
Oh, well, you're just used to this,
Okay.
mate. We all have sound
Not a
problems.
problem. You
Not
ready
just
to
us, Rob.
start? Okay. All righty. We'll go ahead and get started.
Disable the chat, please.
Disable the chat. Don't let people ask questions. This is how rude this is. I mean, you know, why would they disable the chat? Why wouldn't people be able to chat in the background? Because they reckon they're protecting people. I mean, this is just ridiculous. You know, and these are people who, all these people are you know, like especially the avatars. I mean, look at the people in here. I mean, they are in here and they're just trying to sell this fake scheme. And, you know, like, I don't want this to get traction. I don't want this to go through the Indian community, because I saw that happen with Hyperverse. And then I'm in the Nepal community, which is similar. And there you go. He's trying to get that going. We'll go if I go back to that screen, Joe.
We unravel the secrets of man.
But I don't want that sound. So they're just playing a video that they always play. Nothing there. So I've got an email back from Zoom basically saying, thank you for reporting, which means pretty much diddly squat. They will get around to looking at it in 12 hours time and they'll ban another account. So I just want to explain that because it's quite important, because what that basically means is if they, like at the moment, I've got a MacBook and I've got an iPad, and also the computer at work, I was using it to access my Zoom meeting. So because I shared Carl Miller's payslip, which Carl Miller is he's the chief technical officer for Boomerang, and he's on the dole. And Bob managed to hack in to the Zoom meeting while he was live and actually share his payslip, and he gets $738.60 a fortnight from the Australian taxpayer, would you believe? Because he's on the dole. And he also allegedly receives anything from $300 to $500 a week for running all these Zoom meetings. So he's on the dole and working in the background, living on some paddock. So I exposed him and his address and his payslip and the whole 9 yards. But anyway, eventually, after getting everyone in the community, I went there one morning. The whole meeting was directed at trying to take down my YouTube channel. Joe, the guy that's about to do the meeting, said that every single day he reports all my videos and all my YouTube account. Long story short, they got my Zoom account removed, so I lost it. And I've actually got one on my phone. I can't log into that Zoom account on my computer because I've got my MAC address. So what I'm getting at there, guys, I don't care about that because I've got more other things. My YouTube channel's actually content's got better since, rather than me just bouncing into these Zoom meetings and causing, you know, havoc. Is that they are banning their hardware. If they ban their hardware, that means a lot of the people that you've seen in here before are actually dropping off like flies. So even though it might be painful, go through the chat box and report.
Shall I continue?
Meeting.
Hold on a second, please.
Oh, Wendy's going to kick me out. So Grace, that's in here at the moment, this lady here.
Absolutely. I believe
Recording in progress.
So I don't know.
absolutely. I believe that this group is ready to go ahead and embrace it. And after
Embrace
the
what?
presentation today, you will want to ask the person who invited you here. First, you want to go ahead and thank them, of course, for introducing you to this opportunity. Second, you want to ask them how quickly can you get engaged? And third, you want to know when you can invite somebody else, a new person, to introduce them to this opportunity.
Okay, so that is the scam, is inducing new people. They don't care. They've scrambled together and got themselves a fake product. And now they're telling you to go sell it for $10,000 and you'll get $1,000 backhanded paid to you instantly. Don't do it. Don't be unethical.
This evening, or this day, or this morning, as wherever you are, whatever time it is in your sector of the world. Thank you for being here. All the newcomers, please make sure that you get your pen and paper out so that you can jot down some questions that you'll have for the person who has invited you here today, especially when you hear this dynamic presenter. Dynamic is perhaps an understatement in comparison to the enthusiasm and excitement that this presenter brings to the presentation and in the presentation of this opportunity to you. Without further ado, my good friend, and whom I finally call Sheba Joe. Joe?
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to wherever you are in the world. And thank you, Grace.
So this guy is just going to gaslight you into thinking.
As always, you make me sound so much more magnificent than I really am.
Well, I don't think so, mate.
Who doesn't want to look good? So congratulations to those of you who are here. You know, every single one of you that has taken the step to take the time out of their day away from their families to jump onto this Zoom, perhaps on the request of someone else, and you turned up. That's the first step. All of the people who you invited, all of the people.
So what I'm trying to do with this particular video is create awareness. So you can listen to Joe rave on and gaslight you if you want. But the honest truth of it is I have done hours and hours of lives trying to warn people. So if you look at my live section of my videos, you will see I've done videos. I've done a video about grace, and I'm going to show that there.
It's always difficult to take time away on the request of someone to get onto a Zoom and spend some of your time on a Zoom. But remember, today.
So if you're in two minds and you're thinking, oh, maybe because I'm getting money into my MetaMask wallet and I've bought myself a $500 thingy and they've given me $1,500 of flash loan money and I've managed to create $30 maximum, you've got $30 of your $500 back. And I just now need to wait until the 1st of March and then they're going to release all the flash loan money. If you really think that's true, you need to do this. Yes, you need to slap yourself. You need to wake up. And that hurt. Oh, I nearly broke my glasses. You need to wake up. You need to listen to it, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and the Avengers. Because here's a video of a judge that's been on Eyewitness News in America. And she has been publicly reprimanded for her behavior as a judge. Here she is in this meeting, providing people information about a Ponzi scheme scam. Really? Is that where it's got to? I'm seeing stars. Anyway, but it did actually get my attention. So my point is, go through these videos. If you're in doubt, you will find article after article. You'll find the whole history of Boomerang. You'll find Shavis, who doesn't have a last name, who's promoted it. You'll find videos of Sam Lee being drunk and giving out, telling people. I mean, if you go to my shorts, you will see how angry I get. Rob said to me yesterday, Danny, if you want to be interviewed by these big news agencies or you want to be on TV, maybe remove the videos of you swearing. And I'm going, no, I'm good. Because I'm actually proud of how I get stuck into the faces of these guys. And if it means that I don't get the TV coverage I'm hoping to get one day, then so be it, unfortunately. But But if you go in
And all the
here,
ones that have
you can see
disappeared,
these
and all
videos
of
of
the
Sam
ones that are
Lee.
still here,
You know, I've just uploaded that last week. 1,500 people have watched Sam Lee drunk. And he's the guy that started We Are All Satoshi. Well, allegedly started. We believe he's a paid, not a paid, but he's just a bad actor. And he's working for Hypertech company. And, you know, and we've got numerous videos in here. There's no lack of content on my very own YouTube channel. If you go to the homepage of my YouTube channel, you'll find other people that are trying to create awareness around this. We've managed to find scammers that are associated with Sam Lee. We've managed to find his old videos of Sharvis Amwad promoting Hyper One a year ago, 6 months before he even had anything to do with Stable Dayo. We've got more evidence than you can shake a stick at. And now you've got idiots like this guy, Joe, telling you how to invest when he's not a financial advisor and he's just a solo dad at home trying to make a living. Now, if it was that bloody successful, then why would his wallet only have had a few handful of trades in the last 2? Hey, does anyone got Joe's wallet? Because I wouldn't mind Joe's wallet address just because I've lost it. I've tagged it, but I can't find it. Anyway, we're going to listen to Joe for a while. I'm raving on, but don't be hooked into listening to this guy, Joe. At the moment, he's showing you the presentation of We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang. And here's this is just, you know, this is the sort of screenshot you need to actually send Zoom, literally. And I'm gonna take a screenshot of what I'm looking at right now and send that off to Zoom because this shows they're promoting We Are All Satoshi.
Started his first company when he was
Anyway, listen to Joe for a while.
and he now writes artificial intelligence for some of the biggest companies in the world.
Bullshit. There's no proof of that.
He is, as I am affectionately known to Grace as Sheba Joe. Chavez is affectionately known by me as the postman.
Zoom meeting.
He keeps on delivering. He keeps finding fantastic new projects. He keeps finding and creating projects that he can bring us to increase this ecosystem. And what Chavez's goal is, what Chavez's dream is through the We Are All Satoshi ecosystem, he wants to secure liquidity, ensure long-term sustainability with We Are All Satoshi. So when I talk about being product-led, I'm talking about these things. These were our flagship products, the GT1X or the GT COD 20 miners. And these miners are NFT miners. They mine Bitcoin code online. And Bitcoin code is Bitcoin for the 21st century. Bitcoin is 15 years old. It is the granddaddy. If we were to date it in dog years, it's around 100 years old. And it shows. It is expensive to transact with. It is slow to transact with. But since it is the only fully decentralized coin in the crypto space, it has become the investment of choice by many, many big investors, not just small, not just the general public and small traders, but institutional investors. And that in turn has created the monster that we all know as Bitcoin.
So there you go. I've just reported another meeting. I took a screenshot of what they're actually showing because it looks like they've updated the pitch deck. And I know it's a small picture and you can only hear the sound, but the pitch deck actually has the name We Are All Satoshi in it. And why is that significant? Well, have a look at this PDF, guys. I'm going to give you this PDF again.
Bitcoin in every single way. The difference is it is built with modern day technology. It is mined with these NFT miners. You don't need a big shed in your back garden with expensive cooling equipment and expensive miners. These are NFT miners that mine through your phone, and they can do that for the next 140 years. This is a second chance to be early. And we have 3 miners that Chavez has created. That's the GT1X, which is $50. The GT10X, which is $500, the GT100X, which is $5,000, and these are the flagship of We Are All Satoshi. But you know, Chavez didn't want to end there.
Oh, no.
And of course, we are here to talk about and introduce to you the boomerang opportunity. The boomerang opportunity, the opportunity that is changing the way we see the world of trading, the way we understand how artificial intelligence can work with us. So Boomerang is combining these three elements: arbitrage trading, artificial intelligence, and zero collateral flash loans. Now, these three things on their own are not particularly unique. Arbitrage trading has been around for a very long time. It is nothing particularly complicated, nothing particularly new. Artificial intelligence, we mostly know artificial intelligence because we know it exists on our mobile phones. So since the introduction of the smartphone,
Lisa's in
we've
the house.
known about artificial intelligence, although it's been around much longer.
Welcome to the stage.
As the general public, as the average everyday Joe, have never had access to have artificial intelligence work to our benefit. It's something that other companies, third parties, present to us. We don't have the opportunity to be involved in utilizing it in a way that can help us make profits. Zero collateral flash loans, flash loans that are generated from liquidity providers that have been around for maybe the last 4, 5, 6 years. But we've never had access to them. They've only been accessible to traders and to tech developers.
Susie.
So on their own, these things are not particularly unique. But Boomerang is the first platform, and right now the only platform that brings these three things together in one place.
That's Yvonne Henry. She's an notorious Australian scammer.
Not just the elites, not just the techies, not just the nerds, but everybody. That includes every single one of us here, the ones who turned up. So let's look at what each of these is. Arbitrage. Arbitrage involves exploiting price differences of the same asset in different markets or on different platforms. For example, if an asset is priced lower on one exchange and higher on another, traders can buy the asset on the cheaper platform and sell it on the more expensive one, profiting from the price differential. Now, arbitrage opportunities are often fleeting and require quick execution to capitalize on the price gaps. So if you break that paragraph down into a much simpler explanation, it is just buying an asset that's undervalued in one place and selling it somewhere else at a higher price. So think of how that would work. Think of a trader. We've all seen the images of traders sitting at a desk in front of a computer with 4 or 5 screens, monitoring charts, exchanges, and different aggregators to see where the assets are undervalued and where the assets are overvalued, and is it possible to send it from here straight to there, or do I need to go through a middle platform because not every asset exists on every platform? Imagine the skill, the years it takes to hone that skill to be able to move assets
Oh my
quickly.
God, the propaganda.
Not to mention
doing my head in.
the amount of capital that you need sitting on platforms ready for you to pounce like a wolf to grab this asset while it's undervalued, move it to another platform and sell it all the time, waiting, hoping, praying that it will not.
This is like the religious
in price in the time
cult
it takes
leaders
to
preaching on the
deliver
stage.
from one platform and arrive at another. The price differential doesn't disappear or turn against you, and you lose that trade and your profits and money at the same time. Imagine the stress.
Imagine it.
That creates doing that day in, day out.
Keep your bloody scam yourself. That's right.
A DeFi flash loan. Flash loans are a relatively new form of uncollateralized loan. They're available to traders on some decentralized finance protocol-based blockchain networks.
So we got a quote from an Indian company for $5,000 to create our own arbitrage flash loan trading platform, and it was $5,000. And they were going to set it all up for us. And that's what these guys have gone and done. Remember, every multi-level marketing company doesn't want to be called a Ponzi scheme. So they struggle to get a product so they can call it and then it becomes a pyramid scheme. And they're talking about making We Are All Satoshi decentralized, so no one's behind it, so no one's accountable. I mean, the lies and the tricks that just keep coming out from this company is actually hurting my tummy.
It's more of a credit limit, funds that you have access to, and without a middleman. That's like you borrowing directly from the Bank of England instead of going to your local bank to organize your mortgage. You go straight to the Bank of England. You are borrowing directly from the liquidity provider.
And remember, we are streaming on 5 different platforms.
When a flash loan has been
Just
issued,
watch
the smart contract
Jack
rules
Knife
ensure
Tacos.
that the borrower pays back the loan before the transaction ends.
Wow.
Before the transaction ends. Remember, a moment ago, I just said it is a loan that is created in the moment of the transaction.
All right,
Well,
so let's have a look.
This is that reference.
At the wallet
In the moment
that is
you
manually
execute the
paying
trade,
people the
that's
rewards.
the moment that the smart contract
Do I
goes
sound
to
right,
the
Rob?
liquidity provider, generates
Am I
the
sounding
loan
like
of
I'm
that
coming through my
particular asset.
microphone?
It then uses that loan to buy the asset, execute the trade.
I've
all
told
the
it to
different
automatically
aspects of that
adjust the
trade,
microphone. I wonder if that's going to
return
work.
the loan,
Is that better or
and
worse?
that's it. The transaction is then over.
Joe, you're so
So in
scummy.
10, 15, 20, 30 seconds, even 1 minute, this is a loan. That's why it's called a flash loan. This is a loan that occurs in the moment of the transaction.
Get your technology in order,
If
truck
this
driver.
condition isn't met, the smart contract reverses the
Susie's
transaction.
going to give you some nachos
And it is like the loan never happened in the first place.
and some burritos.
And this guarantees
And
the
here's some
safety
drinks to wash
of
it
the
down.
funds in the reverse pool. And if you think logically, it has to be like this. Because if the smart contract didn't operate in this very specific
I think this
way,
company's
if you were to
definitely on their back
execute a
foot.
trade, if you lost
and some
the
beers.
trade, you would end up owing the liquidity provider money. And who would trade with that level of risk? More importantly, how would a liquidity provider lend with that level of risk? It would cost them thousands of dollars in lawsuits to chase people. So it's impossible. It cannot be done.
So if you haven't heard, it does seem like my channel's under threat at the moment. YouTube are telling me that they had to restrict one of my videos in UK because of legal something or other, idiots. But anyway, so I don't know what's coming at me at the moment, but it's always a bit scary, even though I've been successful in the past. But do bear in mind that that one day my channel might get removed because YouTube are too scared to stand up for what they believe. And some lawyer throws some paperwork at them and they simply just remove the videos and ask questions later. So that's one of my videos I'm actually downloading at the moment, is the one about Ryan Jew and how on my quest to name and shame him and also find him has actually, I'm going to read the wording out when I find it.
Of course, goes to MetaMask. Whose MetaMask, I hear you all cry, as if there was some kind of pantomime. This goes directly to your MetaMask. Nobody else's. You don't need to wait for withdrawals. You don't need to put in a request for withdrawals. You don't.
So this is the message I got from YouTube this morning.
Your content has been restricted due to one or more legal complaints that we received. We have reviewed your request and determined that we are unable to remove the restriction on your content. If you disagree with this decision, you can learn more about your redress options here. Sincerely, the YouTube team.
Yeah, so I got that letter today, and also, and then I did send them a letter.
Thank you for contacting the YouTube legal operations team. We will review your request as soon as possible. The reference number for your complaint is.
This is the Boomerang dashboard. It's a fairly simple layout, everything in one place, everything easy to understand and easy to use.
And this is what I originally got.
Hi, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. We have received a defamation complaint regarding your content. After review, the following content has been blocked from view on the YouTube country site, listed below. Video, Chasing Crypto Phantom, Ryan Sue's Hypertech Empire. The content has been blocked from view on the following YouTube country site,
So that's what I
United
got.
Kingdom.
And,
if you believe that your content was restricted in error, please let us know. You can submit the form only once per video URL.
Yeah, so I've obviously complained, and I got those emails back.
YouTube blocks content where
The
necessary.
video they're
to
talking
comply
about
with
is the one
local
that's
laws.
coming up now.
Please review
See,
our
there's
Help
one
Center
here,
article on defamation.
1.22% profit. So here is where you would put in the first of those assets on that trade. The first token on that is where here. This is what will be your profit. You then put in the quantity of that asset that you wish to borrow. You are not borrowing dollars, you are borrowing assets. You're borrowing in this case DC, or you're going to borrow Matic, or you're going to borrow CRV or USDT. So it's very important to understand that when you put this figure in here, if you put in 100, you're not borrowing $100.
So the video that's playing that you can't hear me talking on is actually the video that's been banned in the UK at the moment. I presume it's from Keith Williams' family, which is kind of ironic. But the whole video was actually on about what I knew about Ryan Jew, and I was sharing everyone's content, not everyone's content, but I was showing you all the evidence I had on trying to locate Ryan Jew. For some reason, I believe it's Keith Williams' family has decided to go after that video and try to get that removed. Now, last time that happened, I received papers and I got served for defamation. So I'm sort of bracing myself a little bit here because even though I won the last case and I will win this case, it's just very time consuming and it takes the wind out of my sails as a YouTuber. Last time I had to watch all the videos I put online. My lawyers were a bit careful. But I've got the best lawyers ever. And if you are watching this, Keith Williams family, and you scrutinize this and you are a lawyer, I'll give you my lawyer's website address and you can deal with him directly if you like.
Licenses for Boomerang. We have license number 1, which is $500. Now, we are currently in the beta phase. We're in the pre-launch period. Launches on March the 1st. All licenses bought before March the 1st will come with a 300x leverage. And they come with a pre-launch trading limit for you to be able to utilize. So in this case, on the $500 license, on the pre-launch amount, you will get $1,500 to use between now and March. And on March the 1st, you will get $150,000 to trade with. You heard that right. Write that down. Make sure you count the amount of zeros. It's $150,000 for you to be able to trade with. License 2 is $1,000 and comes with $3,000 to use between now and March, and gives you $300,000 to use from the 1st of March.
He is friggin' amazing.
License 3 is $3,000, comes with $10,000.
That's my lawyers, and obviously go to defamationlawyers.co.nz. Engage with them directly if you want. If you want to do a defamation case against me, these guys handle my matters. They also look after David Farrier's stuff. That's his lawyers. Brilliant team. Anyway, I'll play the video that's been restricted at the moment in the UK by Keith Williams' family. And if you do want to know Keith Williams' family address, let me know. I've actually given it to 3 people who have emailed me just recently. So I've got that address there. And go ring in his bell. And all I ask is either buy me a cup of coffee to support my YouTube channel, or take a video and send it to me so I can use the video to show more evidence about Keith Williams and his house. And he's in UK, in case you haven't figured it out. Currently, theoretically, his best mate, Ali, tells me that he's actually not at home. So he's traveling around the countryside, probably in the Bahamas.
The ability to just jump onto a trading platform and start trading and start making profits until now. Of course, on the 1st of March, you get your full flashlight allowance of $1.5 million. Write that number down.
And that is a lie. You'll never get that money, because if they do, they'll have to pay out $46,000 to sustain it. And $46,000 of your $10,000 investment, we worked out the other day, and that is just a total lie. And because they are not doing real arbitrage trading, they're only giving you a little bit of pocket money, and that's why this thing's going to get traction. Like any Ponzi scheme out there, they give you a little bit of your own money back to you, never more, unless you recruit and recruit and recruit. They work it out, but that is the total lie.
We'll get $3 million. $3 million.
Thrifty Loop.
To be able to
is that one of our lads?
Now, I mean, look, if you just do some rudimentary numbers, if you were to
close
a $3 million trade at just 1% profit,
have you got Joe's wallet address?
$8,000.
I've lost it.
Imagine that.
I'll see if I can find it though.
And this all brought to
I
you
tagged it, but I didn't bookmark
on the
it.
Boomerang platform with We're All Satoshi. This is our affiliate marketing 2.0 system, ready, made for you.
Oh, here it is. Got it.
We work on a binary system, so it's just you at the top, one person to the left, one person to the right. You on your own are considered a basic subscriber. To become a premium subscriber and get access to all of the affiliate benefits, you need to introduce one person to the left and one person to the right. These are the different income streams through the affiliate model. The introducer kickbacks. Subscribers can earn 5% reward as introducer kickbacks.
So this
for
is
referring
Joe's wallet
unlimited
address. I'm just
subscribers.
pasting that in the chat room.
Introducer kickback.
Shut up, Joe. That's his wallet address, and you can see the transactions. Now, this was the best thing since sliced bread. 7 hours ago, he did a trade. 20 hours ago, he did a trade. 4 days ago, 5 days ago, and we can see all the different trades that he's made. But you can also, more importantly, see the failed transactions. And I counted up the other day, it was about 50% of the transactions that he's doing as a trainer is actually failing. And you can see this in his own wallet. It's quite interesting, really. But have a look at that.
Hash up. And of course, you get the check match bonus. So when you sponsor one subscriber on the left and on the right, you will qualify to receive a check match bonus of 10%. And the check match bonus is limited on a daily ranking from $300 to $1,500, depending on the rank that has been attained. The capping of the check match bonus increases as subscribers climb the ranks. So here's an example of that. This is you, and you've introduced 2 people. You buy a $500 license, and so does each one of them. Ooh. So one buys a $500 license, the other person buys a $1,000 license. And then you introduce a third person, which buys a $500 license. So now you get $25 on the 5% kickback, plus you've got the 500, and the 1,000, which means you also get the 10% check match. So that means you've now earned $125. For what? For simply sharing, for simply introducing new people to our ecosystem, for simply contributing to the growth of the We're All Satoshi ecosystem, which is not a new concept, is it? We've all heard of affiliate marketing. Some of the biggest and most successful companies on the planet work on the affiliate model system. You've all heard of Avon. Who hasn't heard of Avon? I think Avon is the biggest affiliate marketing company on the planet and has been going around 140 years. What does that tell you about the success of the affiliate model? And it's a product-led company. You can see that being an affiliate model system and product-led is sustainable for decades. And this is what We're All Satoshi is creating. The check match bonus is limited to a daily cap ranging from $300.
So 4 days ago, this transaction was done by Joe.
The maximum earning amount is restricted to 3x.
And you can see how the Boom Fund Controller has actually made the payment
and Boomerang licenses
to him. So
hash-ups contribute.
What we're saying here, guys, is that this is a manual payment into Joe's wallet address. So even though there's flash loans, there was $50 borrowed. He borrowed that $50 and he did a trade, and it looks like there was a high. I can't even explain this because I'm not really good, but it looks like there's a high of $55.97, and the low was $49.88. If I got that right. And then if you go down here, you'll see somehow out of all that there, he got 50 cents from doing a trade. So he did a manual transaction, got 50 cents into his MetaMask wallet, even though all these figures don't add up. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He's got 50 cents. He did all this work manually, and he got 50 cents, for God's sake. And then it got paid by a Boom Fund Controller, which is the if you have a look at that, you can actually see right now people are actually getting paid money into their MetaMask wallets. I don't know if this is helping people in India, but 44 seconds ago, someone made money. So if you click on that link there, you'll see somebody, we don't know whose wallet address this is, but I've just shown you Joe's wallet address, and you can come down here and you can see all the transactions. So somebody borrowed 100 flash loan money. They bought something on a market, which I assume was $107 in one market, and they went and sold it on another market for maybe 105, and then that got paid. The money, the deposit, the amount of money, the profit that was in here doesn't add up to what was put in the person's 99 cents was put into the person's MetaMask wallet. Now, this didn't come from Arbitrage Trading. It come from the Boom Trust Controller one that I just shown you. So this is all done with fake smoke and mirrors to entice people to buy a $10,000 license and obviously wait until the 1st of March, hoping that they're going to release the rest of the flash loan money, and then everyone's going to be able to trade and make money. But the 1st of March will never come. They will come up with some excuse, just like all the money that's been taken out of the Vault Horizon has disappeared. $4.2 million, which should have been $114 million in the Vault Horizon, has all disappeared. And no one's talking about it. No one's, like, it's so frustrating for me. So if you go to the bridge, of We Are All Satoshi, which I've got a bridge here. This shows you when anyone got any money out of We Are All Satoshi was over 50 days ago, because the bridge, which I'm about to show you, is broken, and no one's complaining about not getting the money out because they're getting the commissions from selling the boomerang money. So here's the broken bridge, and if you come back up here and you look at the transactions, you can actually see that the last request that actually worked was over 55 days ago. So Joe is out there pouting the fact that he wants you to sign up for a boomerang license, so he will get his commission for selling that license. And that is the scam. The scam is not whether Arbitrage Trading, but the lure, the fishing hook, the meat on the hook is actually Boomerang, pretending that you can invest and buy a license and work like a beaver and get money back, is the lure. And don't be the fish on the end of the hook.
How do you want to help other people change their lives? This is the pooled income structure. On the mega pool, to attain mega pool by accomplishing a business volume of $1 million of boomerang licenses.
So the video that's playing next to my head right now with me in it is a video that has been restricted in the UK. So my channel, unfortunately, is under attack once again, and it said it's been restricted due to one or more legal complaints. So some lawyer has tried to get that video removed off the internet and not broadcasted in the UK. So it's a bit of a frustrating one, but now I'm going to report. I want to see if I can actually
$10 million of boomerang licenses, or by having at least one Giga member on both your left and right sides, you will be eligible to receive a monthly share of 10% of the total company revenue. And you will get one free subscription. Now, just in case you missed it, just in case you were so enthralled by my presentation and you didn't notice that you are being rewarded at every stage for your efforts. Your contribution to the growth of this community, your contribution to the sustainability of this project, your contribution to changing people's lives. You are given every opportunity to achieve greatness and to achieve financial freedom. Remember what I said at the beginning. Today is the youngest you're ever going to be. You cannot reclaim time. In this internet age, there are now unlimited ways to earn an income. There's no reason, genuinely no reason for anybody to be broke. It is possible to earn an income in 1,000, 100,000 different ways because of the internet. And right here, right now, we have created something that's easy to learn, easy to teach, and easy to share. The 3 core principles of the affiliate marketing industry. Learn your product, share your product, teach your product. These are the terms and conditions. A beta version test account with its respective beta flash loan limit will be granted exclusively to 20,000 whitelisted wallets during pre-launch. The total whitelisted wallets is limited to 100,000. After the MVP launch on March the 1st, users who obtain Boomerang license will be able to access and utilize their 3x flash loan limit. After the launch on March the 1st, new Boomerang licenses will have a multiplier of 200x. So as I said earlier, all licenses purchased between now and March get 300x leverage. After that, it's 200x, which means your $500 license will get you $100,000. Your $10,000 license will get you $2 million of trading allowance. Excuse me. Still huge numbers, but you know what would you do with the extra $1 million from 2 million to 3 million at no extra cost? What could you do with the extra money?
Now, if you are from the Indian community and you do have any questions and you do want to come on here and tell us how you believe this is getting traction in India, please do let me know. And I am willing, obviously, I'm keen as mustard to get you on here and actually help do some stuff. Hey, I've got to go to work in 5 minutes' time. So I could keep this going if we wanted to have a general chat, which means I'd have to transfer it onto my phone, which I don't have a problem with. But if that does appeal to you, now's the time to come on stage so that I can have this going in the car and we'll carry it on at work. But I can't keep broadcasting Joe. He's obviously just doing propaganda stuff anyway. But all means, I'll give you a link. And if you do want to come on stage and have a conversation, we can have a conversation as I wind the meeting up on the way to work. So I'll just send that link out in case anyone wants to do that. But now is the time to get on stage, and let's see if we can merge the meeting into a mobile meeting. Right, I'm going to read some of Rob's comments.
Every first Monday of the month. Every earning is subject to a fixed 2% admin fee, but there are 0 withdrawal fees. This is not referring to the income you earn through trading or mining. This is purely income earned through the affiliate model. So 2% admin fee, but 0 goose egg withdrawal.
Yeah, so Rob said it's not a manual payment, it is an automatic payment, but does not seem to be, what I mean by manual payment, it's another system altogether paying you the money. Obviously, they're not sitting here paying it, they're doing it in real time, but it's all written into the smart contract that when this trade happens, that grab a percentage of the money and chuck it into people's MetaMask wallet. I don't think there's any individual person there sitting there paying it. Good question, though, Rob, good point to make.
Of where you could be in the very near future. Thanks for listening. Back to you, Grace.
Thank you, Joe. That was an excellent presentation.
Excellent presentation.
Please, I understand that you can boomerang on a cell phone. Is that true?
Indeed, you can.
Please demonstrate.
Happy to.
But we've got
Give me 1 second to.
Matt's got a question.
Share.
I'm just going to make myself breakfast.
Oops. Here we go. Okay, for those of you who did take the time to go and grab a pen and paper, or those of you with a very, very good memory, here's my MetaMask account. So please take a look. And you can see what I've got. Write down what I've got. Let's look. Chainlink, I've got about short of $4. USDT, $12.78. Matic, wrapped Matic, $3.28. USDC, nothing. So write those down, because I'm now going to do a demonstration and I'm going to try to show you these profits landing in my MetaMask. So we start by clicking. That's the access to the internet through MetaMask. Now, I like to open this up on 2 pages so that you've got the market opportunities page on a separate tab, and you can access that just there. Okay. So that means I can flick between, I can pick my trade and flick between the 2 pages very easily and very quickly. So let's execute a trade. Let's see what we can find. So let's reload. Now you can see these are live trades because these are changing all the time. If I reload, you can see they'll change. So again, we're not creating trades, we are simply finding trades. So let's go, I'm gonna try and find something in USDT or USDC because that's easier to demonstrate. Okay, well, let's go with Matic and Nave because that's there. So, okay, so we start off by putting in the first token. Again, remember, you're borrowing the asset, not the dollars, and you can see the dollar value is 74. And then we put in the second of the pair. The AI now goes and confirms that that trade still exists and is still a profitable trade.
Yeah.
You can almost envisage the AI running around now, can't you? You can see there that's a 1.21% profit. Just there. So now I will confirm that transaction. Now the AI is running around, going out to borrow the assets to execute the trade, and it's confirming it with me. Watch at the top of the screen. Transaction completed successfully. I just made a profit. Now, how many times in my life do you think I've been a trader? I've never. I may well have dabbled, but only in the traditional trading, when you buy something on the stock market, hold it for a few weeks and hope that you'll be able to sell it for a profit. I've never done trading as a profession, yet in a single click of a button, I made a profit. Let's see if we can't find one more. And then I'm going to show you how you can, how you can't lose money. And let me see if I can find something in USDT again. I think the first one was in Matic, wasn't it? Okay, USDC and DAI. So let's try that. So USDC, we'll go with $50. And DAI. AI is running around, checking everything, making sure everything is as it should be. And then as if by magic, it will confirm everything. If I keep talking, I might be able to time it just right any second now. And there you go. Okay, that's a 0.07% trade now. So I'm not going to execute that trade because that's a very low level of profit. And I personally don't take trades of less than 0.9%. So we'll try something else. I'm going to refresh the page. And you have complete autonomy. You can execute or not. It's your choice. You can choose the trades as you wish. And remembering that we are on the beta version. So,
Aha, that's it, guys. I'm actually going to transfer this into the car. So I'm just going to get that organized at the moment. Let's shut down my computer. If you are trying to use StreamYard, you can actually do it by going into Safari. And if you want to come on stage with me, it would be nice to have you here. But hopefully in a few minutes, you will see me in StreamYard. Let's see if we can just shut a few things down. First we'll get rid of the Zoom. Get rid of that. I don't want to rush to work. I don't want to be late. Don't want to be late for a very important date. And let's see if we can get the StreamYard going. Come on, StreamYard. You got this. If you are thinking about using StreamYard, it's pretty awesome. I actually like a bit of OBS, and Rob and I are going to do a bit of a tutorial on the differences between StreamYard and OBS. But what I'm trying to do, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop my cam. I'm going to get in the car and I'll pick up the, so I'm going to stop my camera and I'll see you on the StreamYard. If this doesn't work and it goes all pear-shaped, I will end this when I get to work. But thank you so much for being in here in my chat room. Do check out my my YouTube channel, watch other videos, and please do hit the thumbs up button. It really makes that go. And thank you for the 15 people. I hate leaving the Zoom. Won't even let ask questions. No, they won't. They're actually disgusting individuals, aren't they? So I'm just trying to get StreamYard going, but for some reason StreamYard doesn't want to connect. I'll try doing it on a mobile phone, which might be a better solution. Anyway, I'm going to get my watch, put it in my pocket, and I'll see you guys soon. And we've just got the last question coming up on the stage there. What the heck does it mean by normal people? I don't understand. I love that. All right, guys, I'm going to turn my camera off, and I will see you guys in a few seconds. Just wait until I get in the car, and I'll start this going. All right, see you guys.
Super weekend deals. Plus, get 10% of your purchase price back in Harvey Norman bonus gift cards. Minimum purchase $200. Exclusions apply.
Am I alive? I think I'm live. Goodness me, that was a bit of a rigmarole. 8 people in the chat room and there's no one in there. That's dedication, guys. Thank you so much. Don't know if you can hear me all right. Assume you can in the chat room. I just basically in the car was going to give a summary of what happened with the meeting. But I couldn't get online, so I rebooted my phone from scratch, and would you believe, boom. Oh my goodness, Rob, you gave me $1. That's very kind, Rob. That must be trying to see how that works. Any donation, not too small there, Rob. That's very generous. Thank you very much. I know that would have meant a lot coming out of your wallet. I mean, you would have spent ages opening that wallet, blowing out the dust. And whew, that would have been no. But anyway, that's nice. So how did you actually go about donating that money? Was that with the thanks button at the bottom? Or is it some other which way or form? And look, there's Pixel. Have a good day, Pixel. On the way to work, Dad, hanging out the window. He's got his lead on. See, he's got his lead on, harness. He just loves hanging out the window. This is great. Yeah, so that was quite cool. Removed from stage. Now it's just me. Me on the stage talking to myself. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I better keep an eye on my driving. It's just at the lights in case you're wondering. But anyway, yeah, so what I really wanted to do was sort of to create some awareness for the Indian community. That was the thumbnail post today. And I'm trying to think that the last thing I'm dreading is the Indian community to think this is true and factual and spend a lot of their money, time and energy promoting it. Oh, Pixel's going to be barking at the wee dog as he hangs out the window. Hello. But yeah, and I just don't know how to stop that because we had an Indian guy in here the other day and he just knew better than us. And he said, oh, they're going to release all the money in March. And that's all he did. He just couldn't get past the fact that these guys are going to lie to you. They'll say whatever they want. Indian people seem to be very trusting of people who've known that last name. Right, you Pixel, you ready? We're here at work. Unlike that, you ready to go in? You know where you're going? All right, good we look. Right, bit of disruption here, guys. I'll get myself organised. Pixel, wait. Okay, there you come. There you go. He's got back legs going up there. Dad's running late for work again. And here we go. Keys. No keys. Can't unlock the door, Pixel. Got no keys. Keys. Where's my keys? Where do the keys go? There they are. Apparently you need keys to lock up car. All right, but anyway, I'll probably get on work. Call it quits. 10 people in here now. Need to unlock. Come on. In the door. There we go. Go in there, Pix. Go say hi. Say hi. Wait. Here he is. Wait there. Where's it? Here you go, mate. There you go. There you go. There's the tomatoes in. Okay, so here I am at work. This is what we do. 11 people in the room. This is my boss. What have you got in the box? What have you got in the box? A fraction mount. Everyone wants one of those. But look, I've got to sell. Did you just fart? Yeah, he's just farted. These are all the watches. These are the older watches. These are the newer watches. And then these are really good value at the moment. So if you're in Christchurch and you want a new watch, come in and see us. Of course, I have a watch. It's in my pocket. I haven't had time to put it on yet. It's very good. But we also sell like all the fittings, watch straps. And no, we don't sell keepers. Okay? Do you know what a keeper is? It's that wee thing that you slide your watch strap under. People come in, they just want that little part. And they go there.
GCR Audio has no idea what it is.
Who?
The guy's wife from GCR Audio has no clue.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he?
No.
And what?
She thinks you need to buy a new watch. She doesn't listen.
So the lady come in here and she goes, "Hi, I just want some parts for my watch strap." And we don't do watch strap parts. So she went home and, oh, that's not very good. And she went home to her husband. And then her husband phoned up Steve and thought he would give Steve some advice because he was a business owner. What advice did he give you?
Can't remember. He got a swift message to like fuck off though.
Yeah.
And his wife was useless.
Yeah, and we said, look, your wife's got a few psychological problems.
So yes, we do sell watch straps, but we do not sell parts of watch straps. And for some reason, people are unreal and they think they can ring up the complaint. But we do provide fantastic customer service, and we do have 5-star rating on YouTube. We sell sports nutrition as well, and we have a puppy petting centre. Pixel, say good morning. Yep. Oh, he's ready. And we sell bike computers, GPS navigators, all the tech stuff that every man, woman and child actually would like. And if you're looking for us, we're on Papanui Road. These are our flags. And you can see there's lots of activity on the road. This is the quiet the road's been all day, funny enough. But yeah, so that's what I do. I work Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I'm always late for work. And apparently I'm the best employee and the worst employee because I'm the only employee he's got. Look at this, 8 shoes.
Lemon juice.
Lemon shoes. Lemon shoes? Lemonade. What ones? Sure. Oh. Oh, really? Have you got any of those? These ones. 8. 8. That's going to clean us out. Have we got none left?
No idea.
No idea. Oh, well. So these are shoes. 3 more? Somebody just bought 8 of these. Now, I did a run half marathon with Steve.
He
And
runs slower than him, by the way.
he runs slower than me because he likes to look after his health more than me. And I had a packet of these before I got to the run, and it was too much. Anyway, I'm going to somehow turn this off and let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the morning thing. So if you can come up with some ideas on how we can warm the Indian community, if you know anyone in the Indian community, by all means, let me know. And
warn them.
Warn them.
Warn them.
They're signing up for this boomerang thing, Steve.
I have warned them.
No, you're not allowed to warm them.
Chicken.
No, we're not allowed to have butter chicken. But if you do make butter chicken, we will take that as payment. If you can't afford to buy us a coffee, it would be nice. Let's see what we've got here. StreamYard. What do you want to do? You want to measure this now? Okay, 1 minute. Here we go. Hide current comment. Comments. How do I get comments? So what did we miss? Earn money, promoting. StreamYard not working. I can hear you. Oh, you can hear us. That's the idea. You're right. I'm trying to get back to the chat box. Private chat, layout, post a comment. Oh, there we go. So look, coffee lovers. There you go. Here's my last message. All right, so let's figure out how to turn this off. Let's see if we can go to StreamYard. StreamYard. And that was my, sorry to leave you posted. Enter live meeting, enter studio. Okay. Just going to enter the studio. We're on the work computer, and we're going to end the live stream. Echo!